So it's actually really, really appropriate that we're here at the AHA in the first weekend of January in 2008, because 5 years ago we were founded at the AHA in Chicago in January 2003. And there's a point to that, which is how long this miserable, historically, we've all been there. In fact, I saw Marv Gettleman wearing a button saying, "It's stupid," right? This thing that literally made no sense and still makes no sense, right? That was not an informed analysis. It's been 5 long years, right? And we're still waiting, and we're still here.
6.
Oh my God!
We're now 2009.
I can't even count. So it's so hard to get used to. This war just goes on and on. Thank you. But it's worth noting that when we met 6 years ago, that we wrote this short founding statement that evening, and I just want to point out that David Montgomery played the central role in writing that statement, which allowed us to go and recruit several thousand people on extremely short notice, historians and historically minded activists, into HAW, and made us into the only academically oriented, the only thing in our sector, if you'll pardon the word, that has worked against the war. And we are somewhat proud of what we've done. We could have done more, but we've done some things that mean something. And Margaret will talk about that. How long will this go on?
Okay, really, then we'll get to the panelists. I just want to say very briefly that some of the things that we have been able to accomplish is we've had 2 national conferences, one in Austin, Texas, one in Atlanta, Georgia. They were both very successful. A lot due to HA, and I want to make a special mention here of Alan Dolly, who is no longer with us, that he was instrumental in writing and then helping us pass the AHA resolution against the war. And I know many of us know him personally, and I think all of us who know him or don't know him personally, all of us miss him very much. And I'm very sorry he's not here with us. And in addition to that, HA has sponsored teach-ins on different campuses. And I think one of the things that HA does do is we serve to organize ourselves and organize other historians to actually be active on campus. And I think all of us are constantly feeling that, why aren't there more of us? Why aren't there more of us being active? And that's the one side. And the other side is, well, at least there are, we are here and we are being active. So we want us to keep being active. We're all glad Obama won. We are so relieved. But I think we also know that the only way, well, I think this is a group sentiment, the only way that things will actually progress is if there is mass public pressure, social movements, and keeping the pressure on. And that's part of what we can do as historians and as people in this country. I think that's everything I need to say. Is that right? Wait a minute. I forgot one thing. Excuse me. After this panel discussion, Historians Against the War is having a meeting to which you are all invited, and we're actually going to be having a discussion. It's called One Faltering Economy and Two Wars. What can historians contribute? And we're sort of talking about how, in terms of historians, anti-war historians, and what do we do given the current economic crisis? And we also want to talk about broadening the mission of HA given what's currently going on, for example, in Gaza. And so that we've basically been focused on Iraq with some other resolutions about when the Israelis attacked Lebanon, but we want to actually talk about, let's look at the new situation and what we can do about it.